Hi, welcome to the Wolfgang blog. Alan here. I'm really excited to talk to you today about some recent and really important innovations to targeting within Google AdWords. So before we talk about the innovations themselves, we need to talk about the elegant conversationalist. So the elegant conversationalist might look a lot like these people. The elegant conversationalist is a very good listener. More than being interesting, the elegant conversationalist is interested. Another important trait of the elegant conversationalist is they're very skilled at allowing a conversation to mature based on mutual interests. And the third and final characteristic of the elegant conversationalist is they have a wonderful memory for detail. So you might meet them at another time, in another place, and the conversation can pick up exactly where it left off and move on from there. So let's park the elegant conversationalist for a minute and we'll come back to it later on. So I had the pleasure of going to MozCon in Seattle in July. If you're looking to go to an American digital marketing conference, I'd highly recommend it. It's one of the best I've been to. And one of the best talks, or the most interesting, exciting talks I got to, was by a gentleman called Marty Weintraub. And one of the statements that Marty made during that talk was that audiences are valuable brand assets. Now this set my mind on fire. First of all, because this means we're doing something, we're taking our paid media and generating an owned media asset from that. And also because of some of the innovations that have just really recently come out, I felt that there was much more ways we could apply this. And really when we talk about audiences, we're talking about remarketing. Now a lot of people are probably over familiar with remarketing these days. We've all suffered at the hands of repetitious, almost aggressive remarketing that probably follows us along for way too long. But based on a recent sequence of AdWords and analytics innovations, there's now an opportunity for us to be a much more elegant remarketer. So let's talk about those innovations. The 25th of June 2015 is the day for me that Google AdWords changed forever. So what happened on that day was Google AdWords announced that Analytics and AdWords were now integrated in a manner which meant that you could take any of the 200 lists or reports, segments, dimensions of data within Google Analytics, and you could now target those people via remarketing on search. So while you could remarket previously based on cookies, this gave us much more options in how we would remarket to people. So let's have a look at some examples of how this could be done in an interesting and an engaging way. So first of all, we can take all our Facebook traffic within Google Analytics. We can define that as an audience, and we can now create tailored communications for those people. So that might look something like this. Somebody could click on a Facebook ad for your dresses and come to your website, and you can now own that audience as a Facebook audience, and you could even go deeper than that and tag them as an audience who are interested in dresses. What we've been able to do then is when those people go to YouTube, we've been able to serve that same group of people with one of our video ads, which is specifically relevant to dresses. And beyond that, when they've gone to search and search dresses, we've been able to put an ad in front of those people, bid very aggressively, so we're top of the page. And you can see in the ad text, we've actually been able to reference the fact that they previously clicked on a Facebook ad. So we're referencing that this is a conversation which is evolving across multiple channels. Another really interesting audience that you can tap into here in analytics is your customers. So you can capture all the people who've bought from you as an audience, and you can start tailoring campaigns to try and encourage them to come back and to buy again. So an example here is you can see someone searched a very generic keyword, Dresses Ireland. Now typically this is too generic to go after. That could be somebody who's got €20 to buy a dress, or that could be someone who's got €2,000 they want to spend on a dress. But because this is someone who's bought from us before, we're 100% determined to get this person back to the website. So you can see here in our ad text, we've referenced the fact that this person has bought from us before, and we're encouraging to come back and shop the new collection. You can see we're position number 1 because if someone's bought from us before, you better believe we want to be front and center when they go searching for our products again. And another really interesting way of targeting that similar group of people, your customers, but this time with the view of turning them into advocates, is this case study. So this is Facebook ads that were aimed at people who were previously customers. So we use Facebook cookies to target these people on Facebook, and we're encouraging them to share the love and to encourage one of their friends to come and shop from Littlewoods, and The two parties, the original customer and their friend, both get a discount code. What we could do with this ad was we could then, anyone who clicked on that, we could tailor a message specifically for them. So they go to Google, they search relevant keywords, and then in our ad text, we're again, we know that they're aware of our offer, and we're again putting repeating that offer to them. Refer a friend to get €20 off each. So you can see how in using the principles of the Elegant Conversationalist and using these recent innovations from AdWords and Analytics, there's a brilliant opportunity for you to become an elegant digital marketer. So you can see there are a lot of exciting ways of using these innovations. But I also wanted to look at the other side of that coin. One of my favourite parts of the week is every Friday morning I take 2 hours out of the office. I don't have an agenda, I head out, go to a cafe, and I just take some time to think about the things we were doing during the week, deep dive into them, get excited about the strengths, but also try and pull them apart and find the problems. So the more I thought about these remarketing on search, the more I could see a really fundamental problem. And what excited me in the first place was this thought that these could be assets. And for me, an asset is something you have for a long period of time. However, the technology underpinning these audiences are cookies. And the two main issues we have with those is, number one, you get the person on one device only. And number two is they're a really short-term way of capturing an audience. Cookies expire and people clear their cookies. So I was thinking it'd be great if there was a much more robust way of capturing this audience in a way that you could still be marketing them in 2 years or 3 years. And it's possible that Google were listening in on me, because 2 weeks after this they announced that you can now upload your emails to AdWords and target people based on that. And an email address is of course a far more robust way of generating an audience and targeting them over a long period of time. And my first thought of, well, what can we do with email addresses that we couldn't do with cookies, was let's look at the people. Well, cookies are great for recency, and there's a lot of intent there, because if people have recently been on your website, it's quite likely they're still in a purchase process. So there is a strength in that, but the power of the email addresses is you can chop up your CRM and say, well, let's target all the people who haven't bought from us in 12 months. Let's target all the people who haven't bought from us in 24 months, and let's create some specific reactivation campaigns and target those people. You can also do interesting things. We uploaded all our customers' email addresses to Google AdWords, and now if they search any words around digital marketing agencies, Google AdWords management, and we have an ad which encourages them to step away from the computer, that their digital marketing is in very good hands. So there's lots of creative ways you can use these audiences, and I hope you enjoy having fun targeting people with them.